What up, y'all? So, for this one right now, we got Shaman King 100 back at it again with another, you know what I'm saying? One of what's it? Commentary? Yeah, ain't this like a commentary video damn near? Whatever this genre of videos is called, you know what I'm saying? Whatever this is called, it's a good ass genre. That's all I gotta say. It be funny as hell. Analyzing and commentary. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call it AC because they keep a nigga cool. You know what I'm saying? I'll be laughing at shit. But we gonna check this out. This the big bad Beetleborgs was the craziest Power Ranger clone. Honestly and truly, I actually used to have this on VHS and I fucked with them shits heavy. Big bad Beetleborg and the ones with them kids that would literally go into their computer. And it would be like an Ultraman shit. Nah, like if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, bro. But this shit right here, this is legitness. This is legitness. So we're gonna check this out, man. Let's get into it.
Okay, today we are talking about the big bad. Oh yeah, that
bro,
music still
this is
hit.
crazy.
But since the Quantum Ranger video is taking a little longer, I went with y'all second option y'all picked that y'all blew my expectations on. Which, hey, it gave me excuse to watch a show that I haven't seen in ages. But I will let you know now, it is.
I'm thinking of the song right now.
So we start this off with two kids running for their life out of a haunted mansion. And I'm gonna go ahead and say this off rip. Scooby-Doo really did ruin a generation of Caucasian kids. Like, what is the outcome you're expecting, huh? Did you go in there to solve a mystery? Were you hoping to
bro,
see
though, just running into random houses.
Oh, and to top it off, they're both rich kids that brought their butler to babysit them. Now, you could tell boy clocked in for just a paycheck. He didn't even care about these kids' lives one bit. You allowing this, my man. But we'll come back to this house later. For now, let's go and meet our main trio of protagonists. That being Drew, his little sister Joe, and Roland, whose family owns the comic shop. And whose grandma is a biker and also the rapping granny from America's Got Talent?
Okay.
Okay, Granny spitting.
Low-key, I'm about to say.
And they're here to pick up the brand new issue of Big Bad Beetleborgs, which is a comic in this universe, which I like is a nice touch. And the comic cover still look clean to this day, I must say. And I really like how they captured the childlike wonder of reading a comic book, even something I do today where you kind of imagining the pages moving in your head. It's
that's really
like
how
I do with this new app that I got called Polybuzz, which also happens to be the sponsor of today's video. It's pretty much an AI chatbot playground with over 2 million below. Big shout out to Polybuzz for sponsoring this video. Now back to the Beetleborg. But while Joe and Roland are checking out the comic, Drew over here trying to riz up the hut. And hold up, time out. Why is there a 10-year-old girl behind the cash register? Her family don't own the place. We already established this is Roland's people. I'm pretty sure there's child labor laws around this type of stuff. Bro, I can't even cut him slack by saying it was the 90s, it was a different time. Like, nah, fam. He done had these things in place since the 1930s, my boy. Discarding the child labor, those two rich kids come back and oh boy.
You said, what's up with you?
Really tell they're supposed to be the bulk and skull of this franchise and really fill in that school bully archetype.
Yeah. I just got promoted to president of the chess club.
Bro,
that's
what
disgusting.
Did he just say?
That's so disgusting.
No, wait. I know this bully did not say that with a straight face. Nah, this boy favorite piece gotta be the knight because he really took a L with this one. You get it? Because the knight piece moving an L shape.
I got it, bro. I got it, bro.
How to represent for my chest.
Represent.
School bullies doing what they do best, actually peer pressure our trio go into the house. And you know this had to be before Dare because these boys didn't even try to push back. They just showed up. And is that the butler again? Okay, bro. One time is already crazy. My man, you an adult and you about to witness 5 kids break a entering? Nah, boy gotta be up to something. He a bad role model. He must be the real villain of the show. So the kids break into the house and they start exploring and looking around. But in this, Joe ends up being the first one to see a monster. That being a talking mummy. And her first reaction to seeing a real life talking mummy monster in front of her is...
Cause it is gross though. That's
Parents, you
nasty.
gotta done teach your kids some survival skills. I would have already been out the door. But now, Joe just standing there watching this man slowly unwrapping himself and turning into the Grim Reaper. And hold up. And I'm gonna go ahead and put my tinfoil hat on and start critiquing this a little bit, cause this is a bit of a production error. Cause how did a mummy then turn into a Grim Reaper? Boy, it's missing eyes that he had done switch sides. Man unwrapped and gained clothes. They weren't probably expecting a grown man to come back and critique the show, but that's where you didn't have 2025 vision. Cause I don't watch this dude go.
Sometimes you gotta pop out a show. You know what I'm saying?
Mascot in a 2.5 seconds.
They say you a mummy. I'm down.
I feel like that's where they got the designs for a lot of the monsters in the mansion. I mean, we got off-brand mummy, dollar store Dracula, definitely borrowed from Teen Wolf, and Frankenbeans, which actually I don't got nothing for Frankenbeans. I actually like them, especially if you just try not to notice the big gaping mouth hole.
Oh no, brain power.
But the monsters start chasing and scaring the kids all up and down the house, and even scare out the rich kid. Which to say, the butler, the only adult in this situation, decides to take his 2 kids away and leave the other 3 kids to thus die or something. But eventually, our 3 heroes stumble upon a room with a huge organ that is possessed by the 3 good fairies from the Disney movie. Bro, there is so much going on in this TV show.
I forgot about all this, man. I haven't watched this since I was like really young, like 7, 8.
Of the Beetleborgs, that being Flapper. And I know his name's not a slur or innuendo, but it still feels wrong to say. But
this is
Flapper
a fever dream, because I literally remember that, bro.
Wishes. He's like a combo of the genie from Aladdin and Elvis Presley.
Down, girl. You're cramping my style.
Bro, I literally remember that.
They're pipes on an organ. That's actually pretty clever. But the kids and me are pretty much over this haunted house. But in Flabber's attempt to get the kids' attention and not let them leave, he decides to pull a move straight out of the Pennywise handbook.
I'm out.
That's disgusting.
You think I'm about to? I'm not watching this. Look.
That's disgusting.
Oh, hell no. Oh, nah, bro. I'm just saying, if you wanted me to stick around, that was the fastest way to make me leave. Nah, even Roland knew that was out of pocket because boy straight up fainted. I just know somebody in the production team fought tooth and nail to get that scene done. Like, nah, I know we on a shoestring budget, but this scene, it will be cinema. I hope that man got fired. But once the kids come to, Flabber offers to grant them
that boy
one
Chin
wish.
was about
and Roland and Joe probably being the 2 rational ones in the situation.
That boy
like,
Chin.
I'm good. Oh, but Drew ain't never heard of the term stranger danger. They did not teach this boy the story of the monkey paw in school. Man looked at Flabber like, you saying
that's some forbidden knowledge he just pulled up.
Irresponsible for even giving them the choice. Boy, if you let 10-year-old me make a wish from a genie, I'd probably ask for something stupid. I'd probably do more harm than good by accident. But you know what the kids are gonna wish for. It's the premise of the show. But I'm just saying too, if I had to make a wish of being any superhero of comic
not
book
being no damn
origins,
Beetleborgs,
Superman and Spider-Man, all right there. I would pick to be a long list of other characters before I pick the Beetleborgs. I'm just keeping that above. Oh, and before y'all say, oh, well, Shaman, maybe Superman and Spider-Man are not part of this universe. Spider-Man makes a cameo in the show. He's real.
What?
And if you're
That's
telling me
actually
Spider-Man's
insane.
there, I know Superman's there too. I'm just saying, you had options. I don't know how they got that cameo, but they did.
I did not watch that far into the show. I don't even know how many episodes this has.
Big bad Beetleborgs. Oh yeah, time to see that transformation. And hold up, to be continued.
Please stop this madness.
Hold up. You telling me in the first episode of the Big Bad Beetleborgs, we don't even see them become Beetleborgs? Who made this decision? Was it the neck guy?
Boss.
Bro, even the Power Rangers morphed halfway through the episode 1 and got into a Megazord fight by the end. Nah, y'all didn't want to succeed. Oh, this episode is titled Part 1, so hopefully in Part 2, we'll get to see what happened. Let's continue. All right, episode 2 starts off right where it happens, being like, all right, bro, let's go ahead and start getting these toy sales underway. We gotta start making a profit. Oh, and you could tell Flabber's already one of them annoying genies because they done handed him the comic book that says the Big Bad Beetleborgs, and this man looks at the bottom right of the comic, the smallest picture in frame, and was like, oh, so you want me to turn you into the 3 Ratsketeers? Oh, nah, if I done made a wish from a genie and he turned me into Randall, I would be pissed.
Bring it on.
But after Flabber was done messing around, we finally get to see the Beetleborg transformation. And I have to say, I really still do like this transformation. I think it was a really cool touch of doing the drawing into live action for him. It's actually pretty cool, and I think it still holds up today. It's just a really neat concept. But Flabber, it's actually pretty cool, and I think it still holds up today. It's just a really neat concept. But Flabber, being a clown, also accidentally releases the villains from the comic book as well. Oh snap, he really is a monkey's paw. That's what you get for playing too much, dummy. Good thing they probably didn't become Superman, because they would have wished Doomsday and Brainiac to come out too. Anyways, the villains being brought into the three-dimensional world to start to wreak havoc immediately. And why does one of them sound like Joe Pesci?
Okay. That was fun, but now let's blow up something really big.
I don't know. I really don't. Everything stopped making sense to me as soon as the next scene happened. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm sorry. That boy whole like side profile is disgusting.
But like I said, the villains start wreaking havoc all over the place and even wind up in a movie theater for some reason, right next to Nardwark with a very out-of-date mustache even for the time. Oh, when you could tell these boys were ahead of their time. They was real menaces because they were in the theater and
Nardwark? Wait, who?
Out-of-date theater for some reason, right next to Nardwark with a very out-of-date mustache even for the time. Oh, when you could tell these boys were ahead of their time.
Actually
they
insane.
Was real menaces because they were in the theater and yelled chicken jockey. Had the theater wanting to get on TikTok. They even make their way to a cemetery to meet their leader, who already has a lair set up for them. They even make their way to the theater and yelled chicken jockey. Had the theater wanting to get on TikTok. They even make their way to a cemetery.
Dumping popcorn on a hoe is crazy. I saw that.
A lair set up for them. These boys were quick and they knew what they had to do and go beat the Beetleborgs so they could not trap them back in the comic book. So our three trio knew what they had to do and try to defeat these monsters. And Drew, in the most perfectly timed thing, says,
You never know, we could be walking right into a trap.
I mean, the jokes just write themselves. But oh yeah, it's time for the kids to put these powers to the test. Drew went for the chandelier kick right into a monster's face, avoided the two guy monsters, and went for the one with the tooties. Cut over to Joe, who's fighting the Joe Pesci monster. Started dodging, hit the pose to the camera, flexing. Man tried to get her. She done ducked over it again. Hit the pose once more. Man said to her,
"It's funny, like I'm a clown. I amuse you."
See, I told you he sound like Joe Pesci. But bro, Joe does the most disrespectful ish and started spinning man on her finger.
That's crazy.
LeBron James of the Beetleborgs. Oh yeah, let's cut over to Roland. I know he got to be cooking up something, right? Okay, Roland. That's very anticlimactic. But the kids win, defeating the monsters and starting on their Beetleborg journey. Oh, and they also learn that even outside of their Beetleborg forms, that they have power.
I remember that part.
To say, it was fun going down memory lane watching the big bad Beetleborgs again. Really made me feel like a 90s kid. But I really want to make a video like we usually do, so I decided, hey, for Halloween, how about we cover the Shadowborg movie? Because it had a little more things that I can kind of go into and some action scenes. Because the episodes of Beetleborgs kind of don't got much to talk about too much. It's really all focused on the kids and the monsters in the house and some monster of the week. So not much to play around with in our traditional videos. But I think this movie will make up for it, so you can expect that for our Halloween specials. But until then, what's poppin'? It's Shaman and the Beetleborgs.
No, bro. All right. Okay, that was a good one. I like that. That actually, like, I was just talking about nostalgia in the last video. That actually is really nostalgic to me. God damn, bro. I haven't watched that. I'm really trying to think about that now. With the kids going into the computer, and it was like Ultraman, bro. They were fighting viruses and whatnot. But nah, that's insane. This was another good video by Shaman King 100. We will be watching more of him. And you know, we catch you on the next reaction. I appreciate if y'all can get this to at least, I say about 15 likes this time. I'll catch you on the next video.